What's going on, guys? How are you doing today? Bloodbath McGrath here, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a hub stand today. So in order to make a hub stand, you're going to need a 4.5-inch grinder with a cutoff wheel, about an 18-inch by 17-inch piece of 1/4-inch thick steel, and then some cardboard. Maybe if you have like a hub-centric wheel spacer for your exact size lug pattern, that would be perfect because you can just trace it onto the cardboard and then create it off of that. That would be like your template. So that's pretty much what I did. I'll kind of show you what I did to help you understand better. Alright guys, so what I did to actually get my template for the exact lug pattern I have a 5 by 114.3. It's for a 350Z. I'm going to be using this hub stand for either, storing it for long term or car shows. This is going to be part of my display, so I can show my brake caliper setup, the rotor, and my lugs from Dress Up Bulls. Basically what I did was I took this piece of cardboard, I stuck it on, I took the wheel off of my car, I jacked it up, took the wheel off, and then I put this cardboard up to the actual hub where the wheel studs are coming out. And because the cardboard, you can push it in and it'll crumple, I was able to just set it on there and keep exactly where it's at, and then just smash or press right into the wheel stud, and then keep it where it's at. Push this one, push this one, push this one, push this one, and then if you flip it over, it gave me an indent of exactly where they were. So then I cut them out with a knife, a little box cutter, and then I pushed it back on there. And I did the same thing to get the center, the wheel hub here, for where it sits onto. So I also have a wheel spacer. So if you have, this one is a little bit confusing. You can't really tell exactly where it's going to be. So if you do have like a hub-centric one, it would be perfect because you can actually just trace it on there perfectly. But this gave me a better idea of how I can trace my center hub. So as you can see, and this one does have an extra ring in there for a spacer, so I could actually get a better idea. It's going to be resting on the wheel studs though, not the actual hub itself. So that's pretty much that part. Other than that, I just traced it out and I'm good to go. So what I need to do is cut this out of steel, but I'm going to incorporate this. I'm basically going to be cutting kind of like straight down, so this isn't going to be just one circle. I'm going to come off of this and just straight down on both sides, and then this will come straight down into a base plate, and my base plate is going to be 14 inches. It's going to be 14 inches by 8 inches, so I'm doing 14 long, 8 wide, and then I'm going to be making this piece all together from the top of the mark here to the bottom. It's going to be 17 inches, and then I'm going to have a small brace in between there, and that's going to be roughly 10 inches by 3 inches, but it's going to taper. So basically what you're looking at is a base plate, the stand, kind of like that, and then a brace. So I'm going to have to weld it here, and then all the way down this seam, and this will all just be one piece here, and then just got to weld this to the base plate. So that's pretty much all it is. It's pretty simple, and then I can color any color I want to match the theme of my car, and I think it'll look nice. So just so you guys can have these measurements that I'm going to do off of my 350Z. I basically just got these by measuring for where the wheel sits to the ground when it's actually on the wheel. I'm doing an 18-inch piece by a 17-inch piece, and then inside that piece I'm going to be cutting out 17 inches long by 7 wide, and that's for the spacer. It's actually like 6 and some change wide, but I'm going to go ahead and go 7 just to be safe, so I can cut it out perfect. So that's what that part is. This part right here is 3 inches by 10 inches, and that is for the actual brace piece, which will actually, don't forget, it'll be a triangle. It'll be kind of tapered. And then the base plate, which is 8 inches by 14 inches. So I just need a piece big enough to cut those 3 pieces out, and then I'll be using a MIG welder to just weld them together and then paint it probably red or bronze to fit the color of my car. So that's pretty much the whole entire process of getting the template. Just sticking up some cardstock to the wheel, pushing it on there, getting a good press, flipping it over and cutting it all out. And then I'm going to take my measurements to the steel shop, and I will have them cut me off a good piece of 1/4 inch thick steel, and then I will take it back home with a 4.5 inch grinder and cutoff wheel. I will cut it out, and then I'll be ready to MIG weld it, and then I can go ahead and paint it and set it up for car shows. So now I'm going to go to the steel shop. Alright, so we just got to Harbor Freight. I'm going to go here and get a quick grinder, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I picked up the grinder. It's a 4.5 inch angle grinder. It was $14.99 at Harbor Freight. If this thing breaks, I can always just return it if it's in 30 days. And if it's longer, I mean, it was 14 bucks, so I'm pretty sure I got the use out of it. So yeah, stoked. And now I'm going to go get the metal. Alright guys, so we picked up the plating. I ended up getting a 3/16 inch thick plating, hot rolled plating, instead of the 1/4 inch, just to save a little money. I paid 35 bucks for a 17 inch by 24 inch piece. So we're heading home now. We're gonna cut it up and see how well it works. Alright guys, so I'm back. I got my plate. So I got like 16.5 by 24, just because they already have this piece cut, so it saves me money, so they don't have to plasma cut it. It's like a 1/2 inch shorter than I was gonna do, but I mean it'll still work perfectly fine. And I went with 3/16 instead of 1/4 inch, but it's if you feel it, it's like really solid. So I was thinking 1/4 inch was probably overkill, and it's twice the price. So I was just kind of like, we'll try this. I'm just doing one stand, so I mean there's still gonna be 3 wheels holding the car up too. So I think it'll be fine, more than enough. And then I got this grinder from Harbor Freight. It was $14.99, 30-day return. So if it does break, I'll just take it back. And then I got a breaker bar and some tape for some prep work on the paint job, and then I got some cutoff wheels and a flap disc. So I'll go ahead and try to get my template together and then start cutting it all out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll update you guys as I progress. Okay, so what I did was use the wheel spacer to get my circle. And then I used a 4x4 and just placed it on there and traced it all out. And that gave me this. So now I'm going to cut it out. See. Yo, what's going on, guys? So I'm going to show you the hub stand I finished up the other day. I went ahead and welded up the pieces we cut and drilled the holes with a 1/2-inch bit to fit the wheel studs. So I drilled the holes for the wheel studs here. I didn't cut out the hub centric hole. I don't think I'm going to need it, so I just didn't. And then, yeah, here's the welds. They came out pretty good. So I'm pretty stoked on that. 3 inches by 10 inches, 3.5 wide on that one, and then I think this is actually like 16.5 by 8 instead of 14. So now I'm just gonna lower the car and test it out. Nice. It seems like it holds pretty good. Little shake test here. So, check this out. I'm gonna shake the car. Nothing. It's like completely solid. Okay, so I'm looking for flexion in the metal and I don't see any. Looks like it's holding pretty good. Yeah, I think it's a success. So I just got to put the other lugs on there, and I don't think I'm going to cut the center out because it doesn't look like I need to, and I should be good to go. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found it useful, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you guys could drop a like, maybe drop some feedback, a comment or two, whatever, if you liked it, what you didn't like about it, something that can help me improve on my videos. And lastly, you know, drop a subscription. I would really appreciate that. So next time I'll probably be making a stand to actually show off the wheel itself. So holding the wheel kind of close to the car, to kind of just show off your wheel. I think that'll be a cool little do-it-yourself video too. And the last thing I'm gonna do is paint it to go with the theme of my car. My car paint color is a secret right now, so I don't want to show that yet. But that's another way you can make this thing really pop. You know, you can Scotch-Brite the welds, make them look smooth, and then you can just go ahead and paint the stand itself, and then everything will tie in together and look great. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.
Motorsport, put that thing in sports. Shout it bad, pop it like a court. You a dork, never been a sport. Pull up, jumping out the court. Cotton candy, my cup tastes like the fair. Straight up there, we didn't take the stairs. Face my fears, gave my mama tears. Shifting gears, on the nuff get serious.